Hi, everybody. How are you? We'll wait for the notifications to go out and people to come in. Hope everybody's doing well today. And hey, this is a good time to, notifications just went out. Here we go. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, have a good close-up of the side of my hair. Good to see you guys. Hey, there's Nikki. How are you? Good to see you, darling. You want a card? Okay, you betcha. Let's see. Get a card for Nikki. Hey, Harley. Good to see you, too. Hi, Kelly Lynn. Let's give Nikki a card. I hope everybody's good today. Oh, thank you. Hardly. Hi, Viviane. Hardly any makeup. It's like throw on some eyeliner and some mascara and a little lipstick and let's go. And it's hot. And hi, Moss. And I'm tired. And so I just threw on a t-shirt dress. So I'm comfortable. This is one of those clothing is optional days. It's hot here. So Nikki needs a card. It's good to see everybody. You're on a quick break. Oh, I'm glad to see you. Been missing you. My sleep time has been really screwy because I take a siesta right around 4 o'clock. A nap. And then I've been messing around until 8 or 9, and then I go to sleep, and then I'm awake at 3. So my hours are a mess. But hey, around here, that's what everybody does. Even the animals do. As soon as it starts getting hot, they go find somewhere in the shade and take a long nap. Can't do much else. So I try to keep from going outside very much. I wait and go really early in the morning or in the evenings. The evening's slightly been like 80, 90 degrees. So that's great. Hey, Rachel. It's great for if you're entertaining and having a barbecue. It's perfect. But you don't want to hang around a fire pit. 90 degrees at 10 o'clock at night. Well, maybe do. Sorry, I take that back. Depends on how much fun you've been having. I see there's a fly buzzing around the back of my head. No, it's an orb with wings. Okay. Hey, you guys. Hi, Janet. Good to see you. I started, I had to start new plants. My new baby plant got to be 3 weeks old, and it was actually, the roots had grown enough that it was starting to grow around in a circle in the bottom of the solo cup in 3 weeks. And I was happy. It was doing really good. Dang mouse got in there. Yeah, removed the membrane, severed the membrane all the way around the stem. Plant has no weight, can absorb any nutrients that way. So, bye-bye plant. I had to pull it up. It died. So, after a long discussion with Mr. Harley in here, I have 4 plants started. If they all end up being female plants, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put them all. I guess I'll figure that out when the time comes. But I decided to go ahead and try 2 of the purple anacondas when we know what the odds could be on those. So I put 2 of those. Man, those things sprout really quick. So I'm thinking, oh no, that's what it did before. And we got a mail auto, and it like went from no flowers to putting on flowers to opening flowers in like 2 hours, I swear. It was like, sent a picture with it to Harley with it looking really good, but going, uh-oh, I'm not so sure I'm liking this. And then next picture, oh, we have little white flowers. So, yeah. So I thought, what the hell, let's try it again. This time let's try it with 2. Well, man, 12 hours, they're already getting a tail in the soak. So, and the Jack's dog are being slow to sprout. We'll see what happens. It's not like I don't have more that I can do. Hi, Teresa. Okay, Nikki. Oh boy, is this ever your card. The fountain of youth is your state of mind. And I love this. Hey, sugar, you got it. No need to doubt it. Wow. I love it. I love it. That's cool. Anybody else? Yeah, I don't have any plans for today, so I just thought we'd pull cards as we wanted to, or talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We can vent about whatever you want to vent about. Yes, first we grow the seed, then we sow the seed, then we smoke the plant. No, first we sow the seed, then we grow the seed, then we smoke the plant. Hey, Aiden, good to see you, hon. I loved you and Linda G the other day. That was so good. You would love a card or 2. A lot of us are going through some big changes right now. Oh, these cards definitely for Rachel. Just like all of a sudden abrupt changes, you know. All started when my tree fell down. Look what it did, you guys. Hey, you know what I found out though? I've been talking to the city, who were supposed to be cutting that tree down. Well, you know, nature took care of that. Gaia took care of it for them. They're going to cut it up and remove it for me. So, I don't have to find somebody to get the tree removed. And I can keep however much of the wood I want to keep. So, that thing's huge. I'll bet you there's at least 3 cords of wood in that tree. At least 3 cords. That's a lot of money in wood. But they're cutting the trees down. They're doing this for free. They can have it. I don't mind. That's fine. But yeah. And they're not city workers that are doing it. It's a company that's got a bid from the city that's coming to do it. I guess it's one of the largest landscaping companies in the country. So anyway, sometimes it pays to be. Nah, I'm not going to say it. Sometimes it's a good thing to ask for help when you need it. I started to say, a good thing to be broke, but I'm trying. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say, I'm broke. Because that's what you're going to manifest. Besides that, it's a label. I'm trying really hard to not use them. Wow, was that a hard habit to break? Especially when you have the media and marketing companies and stuff all creating new ones and throwing them at you constantly. It's crazy. Miss Rachel. Yeah, it's a good group of people today. Oh, good card. Oh, man. This is a clarity card. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. What a gorgeous card. I love these. They spoke to me. Said, get me out of the box. So what's the next card in the deck? Ah. Yeah. Sacred space. It's time for the dreamer in you. Find your power and stillness in your sacred place is peace that you seek. And it's interesting that it's a dragonfly, because I know how you are about butterflies. You love dragonflies. Were these cards oriented to you or what? I mean, I can interpret them. All of them are good. And the next one is about friendship. Be with the ones who make you smile. This one can be for all of us, you guys. Be with the ones who make you smile, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. Focus on that this weekend, as we're all trying to be safe and enjoy the holiday. Well, you're welcome, Rachel. You're welcome. Yeah. I've been really having a hard time with the red, white, and blue thing. I will get it worked out by the time you're looking at my hands on Saturday Solutions, I promise. I'm hoping to have it worked out by tomorrow. I'm just not feeling very red, white, and blue patriot. I'm patriotic, but I don't like how that word's become. So I put fireworks behind me. Now I got a question. I have this little kitty cat that's outside kitty cat. This will be her first time ever with fireworks around. People with firecrackers and, oh God, Roman candles, firecrackers, all that shit's legal here. So, and it's been raining here. So they're going to have the fireworks downtown and all of that. So it should be a good night. That means if they're doing it, then the resorts will be doing it. If I was not afraid of heights, I'd get up on my roof and I could watch 3 sets of fireworks going off on the 4th of July from my roof. But no, I don't do ladders. It's not afraid of the roof itself. It's the process of going back and forth, because my brother's uncle, now this is my half brother, okay? My brother's uncle fell. He was using a homemade ladder, and the rung broke, and he fell, and he broke his shoulder. I think I was 11 or 12 years old. And it's the first time I'd ever seen a broken bone like that. Because they couldn't put it in a cast. He broke it like right here. So they can't put it in a cast because the weight of the cast will pull the bones apart instead of helping them grow together. So they just kind of basically strap it to you. Tell you don't move it. Put you in a sling. Yeah, my brother did that. Anyway, so this happened to our uncle. And you could see all the purple and the black and all that, how awful it looks that you don't see underneath the cast. And I was just this little girl. It's like, oh. So, yeah. No. So ever since then, I get like the 4th rung of a ladder and I start to get vertigo. And that's not really a great combination. If I get up on the roof and go to turn around and put 1 foot down, can't put the rest of me down because there's nothing really to hang on to. Because if you hang on to the ladder and the ladder goes, see, I don't trust ladders. Yeah, that's the whole deal. Because I can stand on the edge of a cliff and look down, like the Grand Canyon, that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me. Hi, Sherry. Good to see you. Yeah, but whoa, get me on a ladder. And we have low roofs here, especially my house. And I also have a semi-flat roof. It has just enough of a pitch to it that the water runs off. We don't get snow, so it's almost, actually, I could remove my eaves and gutters and make this a Santa Fe style house if I wanted to. So yeah, I mean, that's half the houses here are that. So yeah, but this house was built in 1952 and it has wider eaves than the average house because that shades the sun from your windows. So yeah, it's good to see everybody in here. What a good group of people. Oh, I'm not giving up on America either. So that's why I say I love America. I'm going to fight for it. Hell, that's the whole idea. But I don't know. Just as a woman, that's what it is. I just feel like I'm getting forgotten about. Not even just forgotten about, but like, you go stand over there in the corner and keep your mouth shut until I talk to you, kind of shit. And I don't know how to do that. So that's what I will say about that. Just want a card. Yep, because I got Nikki and Rachel. Yeah, I'm moving backwards. I agree, Kelly Lynn. I totally agree. Yeah. So that's why today is all about the cards that Spirit picked the cards, but they're all, this is the, let me get the box. Four boxes falling apart. I've had these cards for so long. The Magical Times Empowerment cards. They have little affirmations instead of inside the book, instead of this big old description, and just a short little paragraph that basically say mostly what the card says on the bottom. Like sacred space. Here, I'll read what it says here about the sacred space card. So it's telling us all that pretty much. Today I will create a place in stillness. I will take time for my dreams and give thanks for my life. I will look within and find the peace I seek, for it is always with me. I will make myself and my world a sacred space with a magic cloak of gratitude, and I will be happy. Sorry, I said it's raining cards. Yeah, just simple little stuff like that. I really like these cards. I've had them for years and years. The backs are really cool too. And they're still available. I've seen them on Amazon and eBay both. I won't be buying things on from Walmart anymore. I won't be buying cards from Walmart anymore. Gotta be careful now with buying cards on Amazon. Don't buy the least expensive ones anymore, because chances are they're going to be bootleg. You're getting a butterfly tattoo? You want a Native American card? Yeah, sure. Do you want one like from the deck? Let's see. I have several Native American oriented decks. That's why I'm him and ha around. Let's see. We can use the Native Spirit cards that I'm using for the morning cards. They're really cool. Whoa. Yeah. You want a close up of the background? Hello. Oops. Three-legged stand. Crazy thing. Okay. Oh, you want the ones? Yeah, the ones from today. Okay. Sure. One thing I have to warn you about with these cards, though, is they're shiny. So sometimes they're kind of hard to see the picture. And that's no problem. I love these cards. Denise Lynn makes beautiful cards. I have another deck of hers that the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck, and they all look like watercolor paintings. And some of them are like the old style. I can't remember who painted them, but it's the barn and the weeping willow and the pond and the old farm picture. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful cards. I highly recommend them. The Sacred Destiny Oracle, if you're into that kind of artwork. Yeah. But you know what? That's how we learn, huh? As I think about the diamond paintings I have, shoot. Well, I've done 50 and I've got about 30 of them to do. That's enough to do the rest of my life, I figure. And most of those images are copyrighted images because I got them from companies in China. I only have 2 of them from an American company that actually, works with artists. Let me tell you, there's a big difference in the price of those diamond paintings too. So that's why people go to the bootlegging. When you can get one for $20 and then you can go and get it from the copyrighted real one from an American company, you're going to pay close to $100 for it. So, it's like going and buying just go and get a poster and have it framed in a frame with a mat and call it a print, or going and buying a numbered, signed numbered print of just a short number of prints from an artist. It's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, actually the cards themselves are fine. I actually kind of I have to admit, I like the size of them. They're easier to shuffle than these. I have short fingers. That's kind of a thing that goes with the Navy, Sherry. Tattoos. I love turtles. That's a sign of longevity to the Chinese. It's cool. I only have one tattoo so far. I got it when I was 57. Something like that. No, I got it in 2016. So, on my whole right foot. And it hurt big time because it's on my foot. Yeah, Rachel's got a real turtle, a living turtle named Gaia. Okay, Kelly Lynn. Yes, it does. Longevity. Yeah. Flowing River. Hi, Heather. We've talked about this. Kelly, you and I Interesting. About, why does it feel like your things are difficult, or yeah, this is showing you how the river goes. See, there's rocks in that river, but the river flows over the top of it. Do you ever wonder why water changes the shape of the terrain, and major size rocks? Hard rocks. I mean, basalt stuff that you got to chisel, really hard stuff. Have you ever wondered why? There's microscopic bits of those very stones in that water, and it's very abrasive. Very, very abrasive. You can look at that as those knocks and hardships you have in your life. That and the rocks that you bump into while you're floating in that river. I equate being in flow as life seems to kind of just move along like you're floating on your back. And that's the goal for what you want to have, because that's when you find your peace and your quiet and your harmony to breathe. So anyway, as we're talking about flow here, I look at those things that are causing us strife and struggles. We're that leaf that's floating in the water. You're going to bend as long as you can bend and give, as long as you stay on the top of the water. But when you run into the rocks, it's going to take a chunk out of you. And those little abrasive things are constantly working on the underneath side of you as you're floating along. By the time you get, I equate that to two things. Those little itty bitty things, they're polishing you like a piece of silver, getting rid of all that tarnished stuff from your past. That's what flow does. And you can feel when you're out of flow. That's when things get really hard and you feel like everything is resisting what you want. Stop and think a minute. Where's the resistance? Is it you resisting what the universe is trying to show you, maybe another way to get what you want? Oh, water is, mini Wiconi. Water is life. Good, Kelly Lynn. I'm glad. Yeah, this is a beautiful card. Beautiful card. Ugh. And then the card where I cut it from is another beautiful one. This deck's full of these though. Ancient Forest. I'm hearing stand your ground, ladies. Stand your ground. That's all I'm hearing from this card. No matter where there's a lot of light or there's a lot of shadows, stand your ground, just like we've done for millions of years, ladies. That's a good card. Yeah, my father actually was kind of paranoid about water. He because it could do so much damage so quickly. You get a little bit of a roof leak, you better hurry up and fix it because you got black mold before you know it around here because of the temperature. Such temperate climate. Ugh. I'm sure Sherry understands how fast mold grows. Especially like right now. The whole southern part of the United States is hot and humid. So, yeah, it's one of the first decks I got when I decided to do my channel. Actually, no, when I started doing the Instagram card of the day, because I was doing that for, golly, 6 months before I started this channel, which, by the way, my anniversary is coming up, everybody. 31st of July is my 1 year. So, well, I'm glad it resonates with you, sweetie. Yeah, these are cool cards. And like I said, they were literally knocking on the box. I have a pink, my mother and I together used to make a lot of greeting cards. And I have these 2 boxes that I have all the greeting card supplies in that I wasn't using the supplies. So I thought I really could use those boxes to hold my card decks right here beside me. So it was in one of those boxes, and it was literally hitting the top of the box. Not literally, but I mean, it's like, you ever watch the Queen's Tarot? She's always talking about her hands itching when she needs to use her cards, her hands itch. She's funny. I wish she would do collaborations. Wouldn't that be really awesome? Oh, you're welcome, Kelly Lynn. Happy to. Come here every week. I'll give you one every week if you want one. That's what the whole purpose of this place is for. Hey, you guys, tomorrow night, Lightworkers, golly, Katie, the Lightworkers Roundtable. My guest is Ron, Unconditional Love Tarot. And I can't wait to talk to him. He and I have a lot in common. So I've been wanting to get him on my channel to do a collaboration for a long time. So it's going to be really a good one. Sherry wants a card. Okie dokie. Yeah, he's a neat person, and he and I have childhood things in common, and so I think we can help a lot of people together. So, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I loved it when you were on too. Well, I'll have you back. I just trying to get I've got booked up until halfway into August right now, so I'm really excited. It's got a lot of good people coming up, so we should have some great conversations. Yeah. I'm really thankful. Spirit said, you will do this. And I went, okay, proves do not be the rock and resist in those the stream. When the stream takes you in a direction you really don't think you should be going, go that way. Go with the flow. Oh, you're welcome anytime, Sherry. You're welcome anytime. Girlfriend, I love collaborating with you. It was fun doing your first live stream on here. It was great fun. You want an empowerment card? I can give you one. They're good cards. Good. Good. You should do live streams. Live streams are fun. That's how you get to know everybody. I mean, I knew everybody pretty much from being in chats. What's really cool about my community is, I hang out in other places besides the tarot community, and it's really cool because my communities have all converged into one and become my family, my community for my channel. And it's the coolest thing because you all get along so well. It's, as you can tell, I'm smiling a lot about that. If nothing else, it's fun just to watch you guys. It really is. So that's how much I appreciate you. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, just keep sending out emails and inviting people. And when they're busy, they let you know, but they also will say, hey, you sent me an email a while back. Are you still doing that? So it's really cool. Yeah, I had a big channel do that to me a while ago. The other day, I was like, oh, okay. But it's not a surprise. She's a sweetheart. So. Oh, wow, Sherry. You get the integrity card. Look at that card. Look how proud that dragon is. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Don't let anybody else live it for you. And don't try to tell someone else how to live their life. That's the hard part. Especially when you see them about to go off a cliff and you love them dearly. Oh, you love dragons? Oh, this card deck has a lot of dragons. This isn't a very expensive card deck either. The artist is Jody Bergsma. She's one of my favorites. Dragon tattoo. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Feel free to take a screenshot if you want. I'd make a great tattoo. I wouldn't mind actually having that on the back of my hand. I can only do it on one arm. I can't do it on this arm. So, tattoos. But I would like to eventually have a sleeve on this one. I get these. I don't know, you see these things? These bloody looking spots? That's just because I scratched or I got poked by a bush, or that's a remnant left from chemotherapy, y'all. It aged my skin like 15 years past what my actual age is. So, yeah. You want a dragon tattoo? Well, hey, y'all, we ought to just all get dragon tattoos that match. I was thinking, trying to think of a team name, or I need you guys' help for this too. Hey, good to see you, Jay. I'm just thinking, like, Andrea has her lilacians, and just been trying to think of something to call you guys, to call my subscribers. So, go to Pinterest and then follow, I think it's Devon Art. Oh, fantasy. Wow, fantasy artwork out. My card yesterday with all those warrior women, that's where all of those came from. Oh, by the way, the one with the woman in the coral oak, and she's got the spear and the sword, and she's riding the black, like, panther. That's my alter ego, y'all. Her name is Astra, and the cat is my spirit guide, Akramal. That's him in his. Whew. Yeah, Devon Art. Thank you. Devon, yeah, Deviant Art. Thank you. He's in my totem animal form, which is the black jaguar. That is how big he is in comparison to human size. This is my spirit guide. That's why I'm talking like this, is because he's standing right here and I'm about at his knee. And when he gets close, it gets my heart going big time. Yeah. He's the spirit team leader. I'll just put it that way. Woo! That's weird. But anyway, yeah, my badass size is Astra. So that's from my animated movie script, actually. She's one of the heroes that come to save the enchanted forest. It's one of those I think that Disney would like, or Pixar would like to do, because it's great for kids with a lot of adult innuendos, because it's the bad guys are all from the steampunk world. Yeah, it's so interesting. It's fun. It's a fun 120 pages. You know what, though? When I get in the zone doing that, it actually charges me, Sherry, because I forget. I don't hear anything. I forget to pee, you guys. When I work on a creative project like that, that's one reason why I haven't like done let's do the or create your own oracle cards classes and stuff like that. I get so into it that I'm gone. I am just in that. So it's definitely a zone that I get in. And next thing I know, 8 hours, 4 hours, that's all gone by. And I'm like, oh, that's why my back kind of hurts. Ooh, I got to pee all of a sudden. But that's how it affects me. But I don't paint standing up either. I use a table easel. And it really depends on what stage I'm at in a painting too, and what the medium is. Because a lot of the pastels you do with just a little bit of an elevation from a table. And that's really comfortable. So, but the problem is you can't do what you want to do with that. I get smart, you guys. This is right here. I don't have to get up to get it this week. This is low battery on my laptop. You don't have to. You blow. Well, I do. You're not supposed to with pastels, but as you blend, you get loose bits come off. Well, if you don't blow that away, you get this brown mud that, I mean, it's not a wet mud, but it's a brown powder as it all mixes together. It's brown like mud, and it'll ruin your painting. So you're going all the time, and you're never the blues. I've never painted a painting that didn't have blue in it somewhere. And you're not ever supposed to blow the blues because they're toxic. Cadmium blue has cadmium in it. Cobalt blue has cobalt in it. Cadmium yellow is also toxic. So, yeah. Kind of interesting. You guys are going, what? It's just different shades of colors. But yeah. But I love pastels because I'm a crafts person as well as an artist. I love making things out of pottery. And when I was a little girl, my favorite thing to do is make mud pies and play in the dirt with the boys. I mean, not play with the boys, but I mean, play trucks with the boys. I like playing with the boys too, but I mean, playing trucks and cars with the boys. Hi, Teresa Cole. Good to see you, sweetie. Mwah. Oh, goodness me. Get myself out of that hole. But I've always been somebody who was really into being around, playing around in the dirt. My favorite thing to do when I go to a picnic ground or something, if there's a creek, I got to go stick my feet in the water. And if I can't stick my feet in the water, at least I can stick my feet in some mud. It's just, yeah. Oh, I like to refinish furniture too. Those videos are some of my favorite on YouTube. If I'm like really depressed or feeling really low energy, that's one of the things that I'll watch. I watch that and wood turning. Oh, wood turning and resin, epoxy resin stuff that guys they make out of that. So, yeah. Ooh, I'll have to listen. Yeah, you guys go there. He's really good. He's really good. Yeah, that's cool. Bowie. Yeah. We were supposed to have, I was Supposed to be seeing a lot of clouds building up today. I was concerned that, ooh, am I going to be able to go live and stay live for 2 hours? And there's not a cloud in the sky anywhere. It's been cloudy, like overcast cloudy. Weird. For 2 days. It didn't rain here at my house, but it did in other places. Well, it did the other night. It rained a little bit, just enough to get stuff wet. It would make your car dirty if your car was parked outside. You know, my favorite things to listen to is the sound of a babbling brook, along with wind chimes. I have a CD that's the whole CD. Is nothing but that. I used to have such a stressful job that I had to play that stuff in the background in my office all the time, just so that I didn't like go running out the front door screaming, crying. Oh, there was times when it was everybody else would go to lunch and I'd go for a walk and cry because my job was so stressful. And that's even with the relaxation music and stuff going on all the time. I even had this plexiglass pyramid with guppies and stuff in it on the corner of my desk, doing everything I can think of to chill, relax, keep, it was not a good place to work. That's when I was working for the con man. Oh yeah, I'm used to thunderstorms that unless they're really, really close, they soothe me. I love to hear them where they're way off and then they roll across the sky. Arizona, we have the most amazing thunderstorms here. My particular neighborhood, for some reason, I don't know why, I've been through 2 laptops because of lightning hitting the ground in the neighborhood here. Caused a power surge, fried my motherboard. Twice it's happened to me. So now I definitely make sure that all my electronics like that are unplugged. Only time they're plugged in is when I'm using them. Only thing that stays plugged in is the Wi-Fi, and that I don't care about because it belongs to the cable company and I have the coverage for the equipment. So I can come in and replace it if it gets blown up by lightning. I don't care. Nothing is. I don't use Ethernet direct cable to it for that reason. So I saw an ad on Instagram for one of those sleeping masks that has the headphones. And you can download your own music and stuff to it. I was like, ooh, that sounds cool. I got other stuff I got to get this month. It's like every month, what else do I need to get, Yeah, there you go. Actually, and if you're going to go somewhere and you've got a dog or a cat in the house that's lonely, if you go to my playlists on this channel, there is a playlist for dogs, dog music, and a playlist for cat music. I found them on YouTube. I was like, hey, my people love their animals. We'll put that on there for you guys. And then I forget to tell you it's there. But yeah, I got a lot of playlists. Well, not a lot, but everything in this channel is pretty much ordered in a playlist. That except for the short little videos like the one with the tree falling down. Yeah. Exactly. I'm big about putting on audiobooks to listen to. I belong to Kindle Unlimited. So I have ever since it started. So I get 10 books. I get 10 books a month. Well, I can download as many books as I want a month, but I can only have 10 books in there at a time. Let's put it that way. For free. I mean, I pay like $11 a month and they're not old books. A lot of them are very new books, actually. Whoops. Kick the fan on the floor. A lot of them are really new books, so yeah, we do have a lot in common. It's funny too, because where I lived in Oregon, We used to get rip-roaring thunderstorms too. As a matter of fact, the city pool, I lived up on a hill, and the city pool was about 6-8 blocks down below me. And a girl got hit by lightning at the pool. Well, I happened to have been watching the storm, and I hit my hand. This is back. Now I'm going to age myself a little. But I had my hands on the screen. And this is back in the day of metal screens on your windows. And the lightning, the electrical, I felt the zip through my fingers. So it had come through the ground up into the, yeah, that was pretty creepy. Pretty creepy. Yeah, she was really lucky. Really lucky. It burned her shoulder up here on one side and came out, blew out the bottom of one of her feet, burned the bottom of her feet really bad. Because she was standing on the side of the pool. She wasn't even in the water. And that's where it's dangerous. Is out of the water because you're higher than in the water. Problem is that the water conducts the electricity anyway. So anybody that was in the pool, but she was the only one outside the pool. I believe she was a lifeguard, and she was the last one going in, and she just didn't quite make it in time. Man, oh man, times that I have to go out and get the mail, and that's just because I have a chain link fence around my house. So that means I have to touch metal when we're having a thunderstorm. But if I don't go out and get the mail, it'll be so soaked. It'll take 3 days for it to dry out before I can open it up. So, because it's raining in the mailbox. The mailman's not really good at shutting the front of the mailbox. I have a lazy mailman. He's nice enough. Don't get me wrong. He's just doesn't go that little bit extra. And he stops between my house and the house next door and listens to the last few minutes of whatever podcast he listens to at the time he's delivering our mail. So to finish up the podcast, then he'll move on to my neighbor's mail. So I know my neighbor knows, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Just delivered at Katie's house. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Yeah. So what do you guys have plans for this weekend? I want to hear. My plans are I'm cooking hot dogs. Hey, I got that new air fryer. And I've been having a blast with that. As a matter of fact, Sunday I'm going to be making chicken and dumplings in it. Because I got the Walmart frozen biscuits. And I have the small cake pan, round cake pan. That's perfect for me. That would be a couple servings, right? So I can make chicken pot pie mixture stuff because I've got vegetables and all that stuff that I can mix in with it. Make a cream sauce. Put that in there. Put the biscuits on the top. Stick it in that air fryer and those biscuits, because those biscuits are supposed to make really good dumplings. And so then they'll be dumplings, but they'll be really crispy on the top. I just think that just sounds really, really good. Ooh, you're going shopping for new crystals. Woohoo. Hey, now we're talking. I'm buying one too from Amazon. That's where I got this one though. That was so funny when Tony and I both held up our labradorite. We basically had the same stone last Thursday night. I thought that was hilarious. Amazon. And it's a malachite azurite combination. And that is my favorite stone that is in the Sonoran Desert. And I should wait and go to the gem show and get it because Rachel's coming to see me for the gem show this next year. But I couldn't wait. I'm like, I'll just buy a bigger one at the gem show. This one's only like 2 inches and it's like $35, but that's okay. It's this guy mixed with crystals of this guy. They're beautiful, just gorgeous. It's like a geode, but they're twisty, turny veins. Well, twisty, turny veins, kind of like this piece of quartz. Yeah, that thing's kind of bizarre, twisting. That's called the desert rose, actually. Find that around here all over the place in the Arizona desert. My dad found that. He was a rock hound. I have quite a few things that he found. But yeah. Oh, there you go. When you go to those small town rock shops, they usually are a treasure because they'll haggle with you. And if you know what you're getting, you know what you're looking for. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I know what you mean. Yeah, I love that. Oh, air fryers. This air fryer does 7 different things. It's an air fryer convection of. It's the Instapot Vortex Plus. It's a little oven. It's about that big. Well, it's got the machine and stuff on top of it, but the inside of it is about that big inside. So it'll hold like 6 biscuits. But it's just me. What do I need a big old damned oven and use that to heat up my house? And I can cook a roast in this thing and it doesn't heat my house up at all. Because it's also a rotisserie. So it's a air fryer, rotisserie, convection oven, and food dehydrator. I make toast in it every day. Like this morning, I had garlic toast for breakfast. Yeah, I know. Hey, I love garlic. Garlic's really good for you. Great for your immune system. So I get out the Parmesan cheese and everything, and maybe Italian sliced bread, and maybe some. That's why I had it. It's because I had the bread. That was really good. That and an egg was delicious. Yeah, and you know what? This morning I was in there just messing around, looking at the buy again because there was something I was recommended to somebody. No, it was something I needed some underwear, so I wanted to buy some more. Of what I just bought. Guess what pops up? This air fryer oven that I got. Right, I got it last month. I got it in June. Oh, this month. I got it in the first part just 3 weeks ago. And it was $99. This morning, it's $139.99. Panty party, you got it. As a matter of fact, I decided, hey, I was expecting to pay like a $250 water bill. My water bill was $7.47. I still had some of my big credit left over. So I was like, woohoo! So I actually got 2 packages of underwear. So yeah, I got enough panties for everybody. Let's have a panty party. Oh my goodness. Only on this channel. Only on this channel. Oh. Bye, Kelly Lynn. Thank you, honey. You have a wonderful weekend. And I'll be talking to you tomorrow on Instagram. Every day, darling. And I love it. So you take care, sweetie. I love you too. Oh, yeah. Good people in here. Good people. You know what? When you go on vacation, Sherry, you go with next week. I'm sitting here thinking, Sherry and Rachel, you both should come on here next Wednesday. Or whenever Sherry goes on vacation and is relaxed enough, why don't you guys come on here and hang out with me next Wednesday? What do you think? I don't. And if something really profound comes up, we can talk about it. But we can does that sound like, something that you guys would be interested in? And Rachel and Sherry, I think we'd have a good time. Awesome. I figured you'd say that. Rachel's getting ready to start a new job, so, she can come here in the middle of the day now. But for now, anyway. Cool. Awesome. Let's have some fun in here. Yeah. Sounds good. I don't mind carrying it for a couple hours. It's, me, I'm motor mouth. I always find something to talk about or laugh about. Cool. It's a date, you guys. We got it. You know what, Rachel? July 25th, you go back to work. We need to talk, girl. Let's do our, what we've been talking about doing about your ancestors, and let's put together that show while you're off. It can be in with the, on my channel and your channel both. On my channel, I'll put it in with my special discussions, like the flow. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, and you guys, July 7th, I am very honored to announce on the Lightworkers Roundtable, Miss Una will be on the Lightworkers Roundtable. I am so excited to meet her. Oh my goodness. Our potty break energy customer service rep. I love her. Every morning, I can't imagine my morning without Miss Una on there. So this morning cracked me up because Giblet was like, oh, oh. She's got this really cute dog. And it's like, all I could think of was Stewie going, Mom, 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 Mama, 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 Mom, Mom, Mom. So that's what I put in the comments. It's like, yeah, Giblet's going, Mom, Mom, Mom. It was funny. So yeah, I can't wait. She's so nice. And then the following week, the second week in July, I have Celtic Sheila is coming. So yeah. He cracks me up. He sits there so proud on Sundays with his little black bow tie for that card reading on Sundays. It is so cute. Where he picks our card. I love it. But yeah, I got a great lineup for July. Great lineup. Medium Kevin, and Spirit Whisperer also rounds out my July. So for the Lightworkers Roundtable. So stay tuned. And we got Ron tomorrow. Don't forget our sweet friend Ron. I can't wait. I've been wanting to work with him for a year. Over dang near a year. Just from his name, that unconditional love part, and was like, oh, this guy's cool. Oh, Mark, I can't wait. And when I sent the invitation to Mark, I sent it to Mark, Granny, and Pan. So we'll see who we get. I told him it was fine with me if he surprised me. So it's going to be fun when Mark comes. Yeah. He was like, oh, I love like-minded people. He said, I just love working with like-minded people. So, yeah, he's cute. But he says, Donna, I haven't found your channel. How come? What is your... Give me a link. So, he's a sweetheart. Very nice man. Very, very nice man. So, I can't wait. Oh, yeah. That night is that'll be really good because he's been through a lot since COVID and all that. So, in any of his alter egos, exactly. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to show up in my alter ego. She's pretty quiet. Didn't have a whole lot to say. She's the watcher. That's why she has the hood. Ah. Hair in my face. Oh, it's attached. That's lovely. And Granny Manny is so funny. Me too. I just love anything. Mark just, yeah, his energy is wonderful. Anybody who loves animals as much as that man does is a man. Yeah. We are definitely like-minded kindred spirits because I would much rather be with any animal than people. That's just me, but I love people too. It's just animals are not as complicated. And I would much rather have conversations with them because they just tell you like it is. There's no, it's kind of blunt, kind of to the point. I mean, they're not all caught up in the manners and niceties. That like my grandmother is also one of my spirit guides, and when she comes in, she calls me honey, and I definitely have no doubt that it's her. So yeah, 30 years in the Los Angeles Zoo, my dear. Yeah, I had a cougar that talked to me once. I can't imagine having all that talk to me every day. I would be like, hey, can I come? I'll just live in the back here at the zoo. I just would never leave. But you can't do that. It's against the law. The zoo would get in trouble. No, yeah. It's like they show where, the giraffe, they're waiting for the giraffe to have the baby. And, they wait for weeks and weeks and weeks trying to leave it quiet and, not bother it very much. And they're looking through cameras. And as soon as they all walk away or they go home to go to sleep, that's when it happens. Yeah, I can't wait to have Mark on. That'll be fun. And then the first 2 weeks of August I have, but I'm not going to tell you who those two are yet. Not going to tell you who those two are yet. So, yeah, it was pretty fun. Actually, I only have one more date left in August. For those of you that watched on Friday, if you watched Can You Sing It on Spirit Intuitive's channel, on Lisa's channel, Isaac is going to be on my channel in August. So, my opponent, he's the nicest guy. It'll be a good time. And he's a chatter. He doesn't have a channel. But what he does for a living is very special. So, yeah, it should be a good time. Any of you in the chat, you're welcome. If you want to be on Lightworkers Roundtable, please let me know, because it's you guys have as much to offer to newbies as we do. If you don't have a channel, you're in the chats of all these channels. I told her that too. God, Pictionary is a blast. Wasn't that fun, Sherry? Sherry and I had a blast. Oh, yes. Oh, and I told Lisa, and Sonia, anytime they needed someone, Can You Sing It? Even if it's a last minute fill in, let me know. I'll be there. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Isaac is the nicest guy. Yeah. So, yes, it was a ball. Oh, I had so much fun doing that. I highly recommend you get the invite to do that. Jump on it. Oh, goodness me. Well, music is my life. So, hey, yeah, I actually had to turn off my music a while ago because the battery ran out. So they're charging. They're in my ears all day, most of the time. That's how I keep myself calm. I'm either listening to a YouTube or music or book. I'll listen to a book. I was going to try to diamond paint yesterday. Sure. I should know better. I thought, well, while the hearings are going on, I can diamond paint. And so I had breakfast. And then I made the mistake of laying down after breakfast. And I woke up right when she had just finished talking about Trump attacking the Secret Service agent. I was like, oh, good. You missed the most important thing. Screw it. And I turned it off. Went about messing around in my grow room. Went outside and loved on my little kitty out there. You guys, I'm concerned about her for fireworks. That day of the storm where the tree blew down, she was so scared. She came to the window because I had my window open. I love the smell of the rain and all that. She's at the window going, meow, meow. You know, that real panicked meow. So, man, I go out onto the patio and I'm like, come on, kitty. But by the time I got to my door, she was sitting at the door. So she knew I was coming. She was sitting at the door. So I just picked her up and we hung out on, because the patio back there is all screened in and stuff. So it's pretty much, it's fine. So we just hung out there on the patio and I held her really close and she just cuddled in with me. Bless her heart. She was so scared, but the lightning was really close. So, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's his typical response. Who? Yeah, he didn't know who, what was her face that always had to straighten his pants for him? Hope Hicks. When she quit, he didn't know her. Who's that? Because it made him so mad she quit. Anyway, yeah, so fireworks. Like I said, we've got the Roman candles and people, we don't have rules against it. And fire danger's gone way down now because of the rain and humidity. So I'm concerned about her. She won't come in the house. But at least that only lasts like from maybe 4 hours. Oh, good. Yeah, I can go hang out on the patio with her for 4 hours on a hot evening. That'll be fine. I can watch YouTube out there. Hang out with her. Bless her little heart. I'll fix us up a little place. Place that's comfortable for me. Senate security chief on January. Yeah, but he died a couple of days ago, didn't he? Wasn't he? Or did I dream that? And it was a premonition. That's been happening to me lately. Somebody like that died. And it was a total surprise. And then I thought I saw something where someone got shot crossing the street to his house. I don't know who that was. See, I don't pay attention to a lot of that. Yeah, on Monday. Yeah. I don't pay a lot of attention to a lot of that because there's so much. I'll watch what I can of the hearings. I'm sorry, but I watched all the Nixon ones. I was forced to because my parents did. I didn't have a choice. And I think that's baggage from those days. Because you want to talk about dry. That was actual testimony. That was totally different from this. Yeah, weird stuff going on. And it's in a lucid state. I'm in half awake, half asleep. And I have not burnt any bugwort. I haven't burnt any mugwort in God since Andrea stopped doing her dream meetups. So, and that's the specific reason I got the mugwort was to do the dream meetups. And then Ukraine kind of stopped that. I'd love it if she'd start doing that again because that was really fun. It was a challenge, and I liked what was happening with us as a group. It was really cool. That was fun, you know. Never underestimate the power of the mind. You know, we don't even use like what, 10% of our brains. And add on top of that, in your heart, it also has memory. It has emotion, and your heart basically has a brain too, in every single one of those cells. That's a medical scientific fact. I'm not making that one up. Which reminds me, next year in New Mexico, I'm going to see if I can save up enough money for next March. There's a seminar I want to go to that's being taught by Greg Braden. And I'm sure it's not cheap because it's just a few people. It's not a lot of people. And he's teaching it one-on-one to people. So it's a small group. But you know what? I got a whole year to save up. It would be definitely worth it to do something one-on-one with him. Talk about a man who talks healing at the cellular level, how you can heal yourself at the cellular level. It's pretty fascinating. So I've been following him for a long time, though. I've been watching him since the 1980s when he had a long mullet and the white cheesemakers. Here we go. The white cheesemakers shirts, those puffy sleeves. You guys wear them, and they were made out of, they would get them out of silk or raw silk, and then they would wear the high-waisted, baggy at the hips and narrow at the ankles pants with a thin belt. Remember those? Remember that look? Talk about Mandela effect. Yeah. Well, you know, that's all we are. We're just a glued together collection of those micros. So, yeah. He does a lot of work with Dr. Espenza, who both are big time on you can heal yourself. Spenza teaches you can heal yourself from cancer. I will tell you right now, when you go through cancer treatment, your personal attitude is everything. Everything. If you go through it resisting it all the way, odds are you're going to have a really hard time, and you may not, and chances are you're not going to survive it. But if you go with it and you do exactly what they tell you to do exactly what they tell you, and don't do what they tell you not to do. It's like if you're on chemotherapy, you don't want to take a lot of natural supplements that have to do with breaking down free radicals because it'll block the chemotherapy. So you're getting sick, you're poisoning yourself for nothing. So you need to know these things. So you need to have a relationship with your doctor from the very beginning that knows you are into the herbals and the naturals. Like my doctors all know, I would prefer to go that than pharma any day. So they take off that way to help me. Tucson, though, this is, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Dr. Andrew Weil, but this is where he has a whole University Medical Center, a whole department there. It's called integrative medicine. He created it, and that's a combination of naturopathy, homeopathy, and MD. So yeah, DOs, MDs. So it's a specialized area where you're an MD, but you're into the natural healing processes. So it's fantastic. There's a lot of doctors here that have that attitude, and I've been very blessed to have them. I kind of seek them out, but it's not intentional, because when I go to pick a new doctor, I go through the book. You get your book with your insurance company, and it lists the doctors, and I'll go, okay, universe, give me a doctor that's going to be a really good doctor, because I have no idea who these people are. And then I'll go down the list and stop my finger, and that's the doctor. That'll be the first one I call and I try. And I mean it that way, as first one as I call and I try, because I look at it as though I'm interviewing them for a job. And it's because if I've got to be able to completely, if I'm going to follow what they're telling me, I got to be able to trust them completely. See what I'm saying? Or to go to them. And I've had doctors that made me mad in the past. I had one when I was looking for, when I had first diagnosed the fibromyalgia. Took 7 doctors. Doctor number 6 told me all I had was high triglycerides, and that was my only problem. What's the matter with you? Next doctor I went to was a doctor that was a specialist in motion, a physiatrist, and he went, yeah, you got fibromyalgia. You're supposed to have, you can have 11 of 18 trigger points. And trigger points are just the places they just touch you lightly. It's not like even much to like smush your skin. They just touch you. Like, hey, hi. You know, that kind of a touch. And on those spots, yeah, it's like touching a boil. Oh my God, it'll make you jump. It'll make you jump. And you get fibromyalgia people have a minimum of 11 of those all over their body. 11 of 18. I have 24 of those. So right now I have a major symptom going on. It's about to drive me out of my mind. The backs of my legs itch. It's nerves. It's so bad that when I scratch them, it's almost orgasmic. So keeping my hands off of the back there, it's hotter than you know what, but I'm wearing leggings so I don't scratch my legs, because behind my knees, the skin is starting to get thicker from me scratching the skin. Not good. So I need to call my doctor. But now here in Arizona, I don't think I have any HIPAA rights anymore, because abortion's illegal in Arizona now. So, happened immediately. So I don't know. I'm not saying that that has anything to do with it. It's just I don't like the idea of anybody giving the government any reason to go through my medical records other than Medicare. Medicare has to. But because that's what they're supposed to do. But not some damned administrator and his secretary. You know what I mean? Okay. Have a good one, Rachel. Enjoy yourself tonight. And I'll yak at you later. I forgot what I said. Oh, yes. I'm working on the fingernails. Putting fingernails back on. I think I got pretty much all the digging that I need to do done. And any digging that I need to do at this point, I can put on gloves. It's not like I don't have any. Hey, I think we all own a box of gloves anymore. If you're like me, gloves and paper surgical masks. I don't even use the surgical masks. Hey, there's Ron. Hi. Good to see you. Yes, Ron will be with me tomorrow. 5:00. Same bat channel, not the same bat time. Hey, yeah, I can't wait, Ron. So, yeah, I hope everybody has a really, really good weekend this weekend. I'm working. I'm making ads. I'll be playing around in Canva this weekend. I'm actually going to take some tutorials in Canva because I want to learn how to do some better intro videos and supposedly you can edit your videos in Canva. That would be great because right now I use Power Director and, I'm paying for that. And Canva's got a lot more to it for a lot less money. So it all depends. So I'll play around with it and see what happens. I know the Power Director for my laptop, I can't stand it. I won't use it. It's horrible. But it's terrific on my cell phone. So I thought, hey, let's see what Canva can do. Otherwise, I think I'm going to do Filmora. Hello. Yeah. You know what? The table I use right here, you guys, is just kind of an oversized. It's from World Market. And it's, I don't know, that monkey wood, teak wood stuff that's really heavy and really hard. And it's basically an oversized TV tray, like you used to sit in front of the TV and eat on. So I don't have a whole lot of room right here. But Mark and Debbie, they were talking about, Debbie sent Mark these sunglass holders that are the perfect size, and it's in a tier to hold your cards. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm like on Amazon looking for them right away. I'm ordering 3 of them. They'll go right across, all the way across. If 3 won't go across there, 2 for sure will, and the 3rd one will go over here. So then I'll have easy access to all my decks of cards that I use a lot. Not all of my decks of cards, God. I think I probably got 50. Depends on whether you're talking tarot or you're talking oracle. You want to talk combined? Probably 70 decks of cards. I've been buying them for years. And then people have given them to me. And yeah. I have this one deck, though, that I don't understand. Every time I use it on Instagram, and I've used it a couple times. But I'm scared to use it anymore. It's this deck. The Tarot of the Divine. Every time I use it for the card of the day, somebody reports me for not saying that it's a promotion. It's not a business channel. I'm not promoting the cards. I'm not even doing a review of the cards. I don't do reviews on Instagram. I do my reviews on YouTube. So, I don't know. Anyway, they're beautiful cards. Then it's tarot. 10 of Wands. They have to do with storytelling. They're gorgeous cards. See if I can find one where I can not recognize the folklore that goes with it. They're gorgeous. Ooh, look at this card. 8 of Wands. I'd say that information's coming in fast and hot when you get the Temperance card. Hello. You know who that is? The Hindu goddess Prosperity. Anybody? Can someone in the chat say? Rachel just left. I know she knows because we talk about it all the time. Lakshmi. That is Lakshmi. Yeah, these are fun cards, but somebody always reports it. It's kind of weird. What was the questions? Oh, it wasn't any particular the question was who was the Who is the Hindu goddess of abundance? I got it on the temperance card, but that's okay. She's usually the one you see with gold coins in her hands. That was the question. That's Lakshmi. There's too many. If you start getting into all the different deities that everybody has, your heads will spin. Heads? You got more? Yeah, my heads spin often, as you can tell. Yeah. No, there's Lakshmi and Ganesha are the only ones that I really pay much attention to. Kali. There's so many other ones. I mean, God. Well, you've got all the different monkey gods. So, yeah. Anyway, I follow Ram Dass. And I really like to listen to things about discoveries from antiquities that they are finding nowadays that blow our timelines and what we thought about the past out of the water. And there's a story, a Hindu story that's pretty trippy about monkey gods making a bridge, and they came in on a wheel-shaped ship in the sky, and they make a bridge that connects two land masses, and it's a bridge that's really big, and the bridge is really there. It's a true place, and it's just stones, that they put down and lifted up just so that's just above the surface of the water. Well, now with global warming, who knows the water levels, but yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, anybody else want a card? They're always here. Woohoo! Yes! Oh, sorry. Wow, R. Kelly sentenced 30 years for sex trafficking. Who was it? There's one rapper that died she was 12, 13 years old when he supposedly was helping her with her career. Was it Aaliyah? Isn't that who it was? Somebody like that. I'm sorry. I know their songs, but I don't always know the names that go with the songs. Yeah, I'm glad to see that too. Well, that's my charity here. If I ever get donations. 10% will go to ourrescue.org, which is Our Underground Railroad. It's an organization that works worldwide to stop child sex trafficking. And not only do they help arrest perpetrator, rescue the kids, they help rehabilitate everybody involved, except for the perpetrator, of course. But the kids' family and stuff like that. And in Thailand and places like that, parents will sell their kids. They come from a big family and they can't afford the youngest one, or they can't afford one of them, and somebody wants to buy that one, they'll sell it. Thailand has sex trafficking bars and places like that. A lot of, in Indonesia and Thailand, there's a lot of it going on. Oh, rap music? Yeah. I listen to hip hop, but I don't listen to it a lot. Rap I never was really into because it doesn't have a melody. Hip hop has a melody. It's not, to me, it's not music if it doesn't have any melody. It's poetry with a rhythm. And I'm saying that as a singer, so I am biased. But I'm a classical trained singer. I am not a folk song rock singer, trained singer. My voice teachers were opera, both of them, ex San Francisco Opera Company. One was a alto and one was a soprano. I had two different voice teachers when I was a kid. I love blues music too. Hey, that reminds me. I'm looking for a theme song. Saturday Solutions needs a permanent theme song. It's got to fit the desert attitude, but it can't be. I don't want country western. Thank you. But yet be peppy. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a solution show, not a, oh, here's our problem show. So, you mainly listen to 70s rock and roll. I listen to it all. I have days where, well, anymore though, I go to Amazon Music, and that's where I do my meditation, get my meditation music and stuff from. And then I've been with them for so long. They've got all my Pink Floyd, all my albums, all the stuff that I have CDs for, they have on there. So they will put a playlist together called Your Soundtrack, or they have playlists where every song you hit like on, it's going to be on that playlist. So if you like spa songs, relaxation songs, and then the next song might be Pink Floyd or AC/DC. So it makes life fun. Makes life really interesting. But lately, I don't know why, it keeps popping up with, and I don't plan this, keeps popping up with songs from Genesis. You know? The world we live in. You know, the one with had all the puppets with Ronald Reagan and Margaret Thatcher. That's one of my favorite videos of all time. It's just so funny. Yeah, just interesting songs that are coming up. If they're coming up, for me, they're ones from the 90s, early 90s. Even clear into the late 90s, because even people like, all of a sudden, I love rock guitar. So Joe Satriani has been playing in my head. My ex-husband was the Joe Satriani fan, not me. I've never owned a Joe Satriani CD. He had like 5. You know, when I was in college, I've been so into music my whole life. I made a promise with myself. I'm never going to be a fuddy-duddy like my mom and dad. I'm going to always keep up with what's the latest thing with fashions. And to this day, I'm still the kind of that way. Because I look at other women that are 64. And I don't dress or act anything at all like I'm 64. When I was 54, yeah, I acted like I was 64. But I felt like I was 94. I was 275 pounds, size 24, miserable person. Native American flute music is where it's at. Hey, I was just listening to one just before I went live. It's an album called Arizona, actually. Who does it? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, of course, that would be gone. You find it. And there's another one that's, see, Genesis pops up again. How bizarre. Woof. And it's not like I'm listening to them every time they pop up. But apparently I'm supposed to be. Wouldn't you say? Maybe I need to listen to a couple of their albums. Where is that one? Arizona. Do a search. It might go faster, right? The title of the album is called Arizona. No, it's not giving it to me. How bizarre. In my library. I was just listening to it. There it is. Daniel Bartholomew. Oops. I'll show you what it looks like. Ow! Pinched my hand. But that's the album. There's his name. Daniel Bartholomew. It's really good because it's even kind of bluesy. Has the Arizona Native American sound, which if you really want one, there's one that's the Grand Canyon. Let me see if I can find that one. Wow. And it's Navajo, and they talk about the story of the Navajo people and what the Canyonlands mean to them at the Grand Canyon and stuff. It's pretty cool, but that's in between the songs. Oh, here it is. Woohoo! I got lucky. No. It is called. It doesn't want to play it right now. There it is. The Music of the Grand Canyon. Go figure. Music of the Grand Canyon. Here we go. And that one's beautiful. I listen to that one almost every morning, especially right now because I'm using those Native American spirit cards for the morning card of the day. This really, really, really sets it purple. Really, yeah. I hear the messages loud and clear listening to this particular album. It's really good. And Nicholas Gunn is the musician. But it's kind of like a cross, and a little bit of a cross between Native American flute music, spa music, and little Pink Floydish. It's electronic, digital. It's very good, very good. Ambient sounds like birds, water, along with the flute music. So yeah, it really sets my mood just perfectly. That is the Grand Canyon is quite a place. If you've never been there, you can't even imagine how big it is. It doesn't look real. Literally across the canyon from you, it looks like a backdrop. Looks like somebody painted it there. Doesn't even look real. It's that far off. The North Rim from the South Rim. It's pretty cool. All made from water erosion and freezing and thawing. Pretty crazy. I would imagine volcanic stuff. Well, it used to be a sea, according to the legend. Well, the stuff they talk about on here, it was a sea, giant inland sea at one point. So that's pretty cool. Get me back. There we go. Catch me back up here. I got it set to keep the trolls out. I thought I'd keep out Troll Destroyer. If you know what I mean, Sherry, you're on. How many channels have you seen that particular troll on? That Tarot Destroyer guy? Sorry, I said Troll Destroyer. I meant Tarot Destroyer. That bot. Because something tells me that's not a Russian bot. That's an American. And it's not a troll. Hey, we have troll farms here that do it. The troll Russia and places like that too. We don't do it like relentlessly. Well, Mosshold, it's a troll that's specifically targeting the tarot card readers. Calling himself Tarot Destroyer and other stuff. And it's all, the typical crude, or the you're all are going to go to hell, or, I love being called a heathen. I'll wear that name proudly. You want to call me a sinner and a heathen? Okay. That's fine with me. People, they don't know what to say when you're like, yeah, you're right. I am. According to your faith, yeah, I am. Not according to my faith, but that's okay. I don't live according to your faith. Don't you shove it down my throat. Might be. It could be. There's some that's like I talked about last week. There's a lot of unscrupulous tarot readers. Most of us in here, like Sherry, and we belong in a group of tarot card readers that are, we're dedicated to spread love and inspiration, keeping people calm, and inspiring people to live the best life that they want to live. The life they want to live, not the life that somebody else chose for them. And that's where you get into trouble. They take it like we're telling people, you live the way you want to live. Screw the government. Eat babies and all that stuff. No, we don't. But that's okay, because divination has only kind of divination that hasn't really been thought of as evil, which cracks me up to no end, because it's exactly the same as my pendulum. And that's water divination. Guys that have their divining rods, or they use the twig to find water to dig with, to try to find a well. To this day, here in Arizona, they still use those guys. If you've got a good reputation as a water diviner, you can make really good money, because you're going to be cheaper than that guy that does the magnetic, goes over the ground and measures the ground, and, because his might not go quite deep enough or whatever. So here in Arizona, they're just, if you're a good water diviner, you live in an area where the farmers are out in the country, and you get a reputation, you'll stay busy, drilling wells. And all you're doing is going out where the truck's at, telling them where to drill the hole. Actually, it just needs to be flexible wood, like a willow. Willow's perfect for it. And it can be pussy willow. It can be weeping willow. Just needs to be flexible. So it needs to be a fresh twig, not something dead, because you need to be able to pull it apart and it'll go up and down. But I don't use the twig. I use metal. I use baling wire, if you want to know the truth. Baling wire in my pendulum. When I'm out looking for water, though, I use the rods. And I make my own rods out of baling wire, I have a set made out of baling wire, and I have a set made out of a coat hanger. You don't have to go to Amazon and spend $25, $30 for a pair of copper divining rods that have the little cups that they sit in so they'll spin nicely. You don't need to do that. You just hold them gently in your hand, and the end sits on your little finger right there. And it turns on your little finger. And that doesn't stop anything. So, and you just hold on to them light, and you just let them do what they're going to do. And they, when you get over water, they'll cross. Or whatever you're looking for. You just tell them what you're looking for. They'll cross. It's just like my pendulum. The other day I was going to use it on here, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It was up behind a book on my nightstand. Let me grab that. I'll grab one. Grab it right quick. Oh, an apple orchard. I love apples. In Oregon, we had apples. I had an apple tree in my yard. My next door neighbor was into grafting. And he grafted 5 kinds of apples onto the same stock. So, and then he gave me the tree. We planted it in my yard. But I moved to Arizona before I could find out, if it really did produce 5 different kinds of apples. It's kind of cool. Have 5 kinds of apples on one tree. Can you imagine your apple tree? And you have yellow apples, red apples, and green apples all on one tree, all at the same time. It'd be kind of a trip, huh? But yeah, here's my pendulum. Yes. Say yes, please. That's yes. Forward and backwards. My name is George. Right, pendulum? My name is George. Acting like he can't quite make his mind up. Kind of a little bit across, but kind of a little bit back around, like he's trying to make a circle. Like I'm not quite sure. Yeah, apples are cool. The flowers smell wonderful. They're pretty. Those pretty white flowers. Apples and pears. Pear orchards. Hey, around here, I have citrus. So you want to smell wonderful smells. Plant an orange tree or a lemon tree or a lime tree. Oh, grapefruit even. Their blossoms are just, that's why they make colognes and perfumes out of them. They're wonderful. They smell so good. Speaking of smelling good, I'm getting hungry. Got to try to think what I'm going to have for dinner. I made some cornbread the other day. I think I have a little bit of chili left. I'll have some chili and cornbread. Sounds pretty good, actually. And then I think I'm going to make some banana bread. Oh, and I'll infuse it, of course. We can't have just banana-flavored banana bread. It's the 4th of July weekend, y'all. And I didn't order a bunch of ice cream and stuff. Well, I haven't finished my order yet with the grocery store. Anyway, I'm going to have some fun banana bread with maybe some fun butter on it, too. All thanks to Mr. Harley Grower. You are cool. Lemon trees are kind of hard to grow up there where you're at, but if you bring them in the winter, they should do great because we used to grow them in Oregon, but you had to put them in a pot and keep them warm in a half-gallon pot. Cool. Awesome. Put them in one of the pots you'd grow your pot in, dude. Speaking of which, I got 4 plants going. I mean, I got 4 seeds I planted yesterday. New moon, you know. I decided to try that cross again. You know, the auto photo cross. So this time I popped 2 of the seeds. See if we can get a female out of it this time. This last time, remember, I got the auto male and it bloomed. Auto male and bloom. And it happened in like right at 4 weeks. Boom, there it went. But remember, I was doing it on a 12-12 cycle and everything because I was trying to do my pregnant hooker, and it was in flower in the first part of flower, so I couldn't really change the light without like making my pregnant hooker. I was afraid it'd harm. So yeah, so I planted 2 Jack's dog and 2 purple anaconda. We'll see what we get with purple anaconda. I'm still hoping we can get a female that grows like an auto but is potent like a photo, since it's a cross between a photo and an auto. So we'll see. This is Harley's Harley's experiment. I'm just the grower. So it's fun doing that kind of stuff. I love it. You got something weird you want me to grow, send it to me, and we'll see what kind of bizarre stuff we end up with, and I'll let you know if it's worth, you know, going more. So I don't know why this fan does not want to sit up. It's normally in the grow room, but I don't need a bunch of fans in there anymore. I bought an evaporative cooler from my grow room. And it takes up a lot of room. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell, if all 4 of these plants are females and healthy, I don't really have room for them. We'll see what we do. It's going to be crowded. Hopefully the auto photo crosses, if they do go full, they won't be very tall, and I can grow them up like on the sink and on the toilet, because this is bathroom, my ensuite bathroom. This is my grow room, and it's just basically a closet. So if it's a plant that's going to be 5 foot tall, I don't have a high enough ceiling space if I put it up on top of the toilet. As it is, I grow on one of those kitchen organizer shelves, you know, where you can stack plates on the shelf and underneath the shelf. And that's what I grow on top of, so that my plants never sit in water. The water runs through. I never let them sit in water. Too afraid of root rot. My first grow, I had 2 plants die from it. So, but I do know now when I look at a plant whether it needs to be watered or not. When I first started, no. I had no idea. Someone told me you need to water every certain number of days, so I watered every certain number of days, whether the plant needed it or not. And yeah, I watered too much and it got nutrient lockout and 2 plants died. So, and now I can't find those seeds. I don't know where those seeds are, because I'd like to try it again. It's called blueberry cheesecake. It's pretty good. They were dispensary seeds. I got a really good deal from my dispensary because, well, one of the grows got pollinated and was full of seeds. I didn't care. It's not like I don't know what it's like to clean seeds out of weed. So it's fine. So they sold it to me for half price. Half the regular price. So I was like, yeah, cool. So I have thousands of seeds of this particular strain. But, you know, we'll see what. They died the first time. Now they could be died because they're dispo seeds. But, I don't know. We'll see. I got to find them again first. I'm pretty sure they're in 1 or 2 places. I have a little lockbox they might be in. So. Oh, too much moisture is not a problem here, Muscle. Actually, right now, I have to run it at night to keep it cool enough in there, or my plants will die, because it's like 90 degrees at night in the grow room. So I have to have an evaporative cooler in there. I have an air conditioner on the rest of the house, but I had to block that vent because it had a light leak in it. So the air conditioner does not go in that room. And if I leave the door cracked a little bit, see, I've got blackout curtains over the door too. I'm like, it's like a damn cave in there. There's no light leaks anywhere. But I'm afraid then if I start messing with how I have it, then here comes the light leaks again. So I just don't want to go to all that work and then have it harm on me, and then half my what should be going to trichomes and potency goes to making seeds instead. I just don't want to do that. So, most of the rest of the year, running that evaporative cooler is something that will be good because up until about a week ago, well, right around the 15th, it was like 3% and 7% humidity here, dude. A little bit different than where you're at. Yeah. So I'm in Tucson, Arizona. It's dry here. Really dry. That's why I don't use lotions. I use coconut oil. I bypass the lotion part. It's not enough for my skin. So, yeah. I was thinking the other day, gee, I should get some Aveeno or something. It's a waste of time. No, I run my lights during the day. Because if I run my lights at night, my plants won't have a chance. Because it'd be too hot during the day and at night. So, yeah. It's crazy, huh? Growing in Arizona is completely different than growing up north. And then you also, if you're going to grow, which you can't, you're very restricted on how you can grow outside here. But growing outside, the soil sucks. So there's a lot of clay in the soil. And if you add sand to try to make it loamy, you end up making concrete instead of, yeah. So you got to kind of, I don't know, the U of A has, their agriculture department here, and then we've got the county extension service. So they'll teach you everything you need to know about having a good garden and that kind of stuff. But it takes some time to learn it if you're going to grow outside. I was laughing with Harley the other day because he was saying, "Oh, I would love to grow just grow one season outside in Arizona," and I'm like, "No, you wouldn't." Talk about pests! Wow, leaf miners, like 3 kinds of aphids, spider mites. Oh, we just won't even go there. And then we won't even talk about the rodents. Oh my God, guess what my little cat had this morning? I went outside. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I'd just gotten up. So I was outside checking on her, giving her food. She wasn't anywhere around. So I thought, oh, what the heck? What's going on here? And I got mosquitoes. So I went in my laundry room and got out the mosquito dunks to put in my water. And here she comes. Here comes oh kitty. And then she had to show me what she had. This little shit had a pack rat. I'm like, good kitty. Those things are nasty. Those are bad. Because pack rats like to eat the plastic off of your wiring. They cause short circuits and fires. Yeah, your car will just catch on fire for no reason outside. Pack rats had been in there munching on the wires. 2 wires crossed, spark, and it catch your car on fire. Happens to houses too. Yeah, pack rats. I'm like, no wonder there was a king snake in my yard. I have mice and pack rats. And a really good mouser. She's getting fat. And no, she's not pregnant because she's fixed. I know she's fixed because when she got here, she was old enough to get pregnant. And she never had no kittens. So she's fixed. Yeah. And she's a sassy little bitch. She wants down and you don't put her down, she'll bite you and she'll bring blood. You just don't mess with her. She's just like, hey, I want what I want. She's fine. I love having her here. Most of the time, she's just little Miss Sweetie Kitty. She loves being loved on. And sit in your lap and purr and purr and purr and purr and purr, unless it's really hot. And then she'll stay there for a little while, but then she got to get down. And it has been really hot. But it's like today is supposed to be 101. That's normal. For a couple of weeks ago, it was 111. So, whole difference 10 degrees makes. Anyway, you guys, we're 5 minutes past the 2 hours. I'm going into of you. It's good to see you, Masshole. You take care of yourself. I know you're working hard, my friend. I miss you on Instagram. We used to be going on Instagram at the same time, but our timing's been off lately. So I'm glad to see you here, my friend. Good to see you, my friend. Take care, everybody. Be kind to one another. Most of all this weekend, please. If you feel like you may not be safe, you're going and being in a group of people, don't go. Stay home, please. We don't know what's going to happen this weekend anywhere. So, and you're being kind to one another. Be kind and really tender and gentle with yourself for the decisions that you might be forced to make this weekend. Going to be an interesting weekend. I love you guys. Take care. We'll see you next week. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 5. Right here. With Ron and me. See you later.